Cult TV show South Park prides itself on always pushing the boundaries. It's been that way since it first aired back in August of 1997. Now the program has taken aim at US President Donald Trump. And the White House, it's seeing red.
That's not fair!
Life isn't fair, kiddo. Get used to it.
Stupid puppet.
When it comes to that question, how do they get away with that?
Mr. President, sir, the Prime Minister of Canada is here to see you.
This latest South Park shockfest could be hard to trump.
Why are you placing these new tariffs on Canada?
Hey, relax, guy. I'm just your average Joe. Take a rest.
It gets worse.
Get this guy out of here. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue both of you.
Or, some could argue, it gets better.
Hi, come on, Satan. Don't be like that.
The reaction from the White House has been predictable. This show hasn't been relevant for over 20 years and is hanging on by a thread with uninspired ideas in a desperate attempt for attention. So, other than having a White House tanty, what more can the Commander-in-Chief do? According to Justin Quill, partner at major law firm Thompson Gear, not a lot.
Relax, guy.
So in the US, a public figure finds it much harder to sue for defamation than they do here in Australia. It's a completely separate defence, and someone who is a public figure is treated differently to the average punter.
It's fair to say the American legal system is a different beast to ours. The slightest hint of defamation in Australia can lead to the steps of any courthouse prepared to listen. But who's really on trial here? Well, increasingly, it's wokeism in the witness box.
Relax. Take a load off.
It seems to me that we've all become a little bit too serious here and less able to have a joke in Australia, and that perhaps causes non-legal problems for cartoonists and comedians.
If you are offended by anything I say and you're a celebrity, I give you permission to come up here and Will Smith me.
Dave Hughes has been doing stand-up comedy for more than 30 years.
I thought it was all bull.
While the stage is still his second home, the landscape has changed considerably.
Oh, look, the boundaries of society change often, so you can never quite tell where the line is, I suppose.
It's one thing for a comedian to get laughs, it's another to get the audience to actually stay.
Sometimes people walk out and they can choose to walk out, and that's their decision. And, you know, I don't get offended if they walk out, so they shouldn't get offended if other people stay.
If modern-day sensitivities have drawn definite lines, the drawings of Herald Sun cartoonist Mark Knight refuse to be erased by wokeism.
The left have no sense of humour, take themselves incredibly seriously, so they're just ripe for taking the mickey out of.
But Knight knows only too well just how his humour can backfire.
You owe me an apology.
When Serena Williams had an on-court meltdown during the 2018 US Open, Knight went to work. Little did he know the critics were about to do a job on him. Cries of racism and sexism rang out around the world.
I didn't think there was anything wrong with the cartoon, and my editor, we looked at it and went, oh yeah, that's funny. Serena's had a tantrum. She spat the dummy. And I drew her spitting the dummy, but when it on Twitter it went over to America and it fell into that hotbed of racial politics, and I'd criticised a black icon, well, I was public enemy number one, and they went after me.
Such was the backlash, security was deployed to Knight's home amid death threats. Although shaken, he continued to stir. Mark Knight bounced back, unlike Barry Humphries. The man who put Australian comedy on the map was cancelled by the Melbourne Comedy Festival in 2019. The late comic genius had his name stripped from the festival's main award over views on transgender surgery.
Personally, I think that was an overreaction, but, you know, I can't speak for other people.
I won't let that happen to me, and I won't let it happen to humour and satire and comedy in this country. We have to stand up.
Yeah, South Park certainly walks a fine line. And since we filmed that story, comedian Dave Hughes was injured in a footy legends match. He is thankfully recovering. And Dave, we wish you all the very best.